Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. This is the Dulles Museum. I am on a GoPro today, very unusual. I'm gonna clip you guys to my hat and we are gonna go through the museum and you get to see everywhere I look. So this is a cool kind of like behind the scenes type of video. And we also have my friend.
All right.
We have my friend Cameron.
Hello.
So let's clip you to my hat. So right there we have a Fairman Sport. Pretty cool. Then this is the map of the museum right here that we have. You might not be able to hear me well. That's fine though. And then...
So here is the map.
Yeah. And then I also have a little picture. Yep. Okay, so yeah, we have the SR-71 Blackbird over there, which is super cool. We have a tour group, and then here we have a little biplane. Down here we have some World War I planes. Wow.
Let's take some time.
There's Cameron. Wow. So this is a video like you will never see on my channel much. I don't know if I will do this more. Can't get my hat in the right position. That's good. So here we have a plane that I believe is from 1909. It's the Langley Aerodrome A. (1903). October 7th, 1903, it had a disastrous crash. So this plane actually flew a couple months before the Wright brothers did. That's interesting. Huh. Do not cheer your children on your soldiers. Now we're into the good spot. There we go. I know I was here literally a month ago. Low overhang.
I don't want to jump.
Look at this. So this
F6 Hellcat.
Yes, this is the Grumman F6F Hellcat. Pretty cool. And as you can see, we have a bunch of airliners and stuff. Like there's the Concorde. This is so cool. Because normally when I'm doing this stuff, I am kind of just like, just looking through my phone and stuff. So I never really like see how big it looks and stuff. But today, since I just have this on my head, you guys are just kind of watching me look at how big stuff are. And wow, I do have my camera, guys. So, and I'm gonna try and get some cockpit pictures. Oh crap. Flash. People are about to get flashbanged.
Here we go. I'm gonna get a picture.
People are about to get flashbanged.
Are you trying to get a picture of the cockpit?
Yeah, I'm doing a bunch
Can
of
you show me?
cockpit pictures.
Can you show me how to do it?
So here, that one's not good.
Okay.
Come over to the
I'll show
B-29. I'm gonna get a picture of the P-38 though, because that's pretty sick. Okay, come over, Cameron. If you want a good cockpit picture, come over here. And then this is the first Boeing 707 right here. So this is actually so old, it is considered the Boeing -30, I believe. We have some other jets and stuff, like we have the Concorde, like I said, right here. So this right here is the B-29 Enola Gay. This is one of the planes that dropped a bomb on Japan in World War II and kind of ended the war. So super cool. And if we go over here, we have a seaplane. I don't know what it's called. We'll look later. There's an A6M0. I didn't even notice that. FW-190 and some other German planes. which are pretty cool. Got a B-17, and then all the jets and stuff. But you can also get some cockpit shots, which I will put on screen. So this is of course the B-29, as I just said, and then we have some other planes. We even have a P-47 Thunderbolt, and then we can look back and see the Concorde in its glory. This thing is crazy. And here is me and Cameron's tripods. So this, like I said, is the Boeing 707, which is pretty cool. This right here is the Junkers Ju-52 that operated for Lufthansa, which actually, surprisingly, it operated for quite a while. Not this one, but I believe these were actually in service for Lufthansa until 2020, which is crazy since they entered service in, I think, 1940s. And then this is the little Butch Mono Coupe 110 Special. Really small. You got some gliders down the whole thing. Boeing 307. Some stunt planes. Now let's head into the restoration hangar. Here's some of the more German planes and stuff. Japanese and German planes. So yeah, we have the restoration hangar. The F4 Phantom. There's a Phantom. F4 Phantom in the hangar? That's the one that's normally outside. Not outside, but like out there. But that's crazy. And then there's something down here. Oh. Interesting. And then we got this little plane, which the it's not little, it's actually quite big. But the F-15 replaced its spot. The F4, I don't know why that's here. And then over here we have a Martin B-26 Marauder. Okay, so we have some cool stuff over here. We're about to go into the space hangar, and don't worry, we are gonna go completely through this space hangar because I have the map. It's gonna be really cool, and normally I have it to where okay, I just got a really weird look. I mean, I have a GoPro strapped to my head. So there's the space shuttle. Alright, 1 second. So this is the other side. Wow, look, you can get a front shot of the B-26. That's cool. Flak bait. And got a little like training system here. Huh. Is that the Bumblebee? That'd be cool if that was the Bumblebee. Anyway. Over here we have the space area. We're about to go down and look through the whole thing. Huh? Yeah, it's the B-26. Now, pictures that I get of the stuff will be like popping up and around, as you've already seen, with my camera. Whoa, JPL. Look at all the satellites there. Look at that, JPL. That's what Mark Rober what JPL? That's what Mark Rober worked for.
Really?
Yeah.
So I am zoomed in, but this is JPL.
So look at this. We have some mailboxes and phone booths. Interesting. Look at in this like ring. And then you have astronaut space suits and stuff. What? Wait, no way.
What?
This is the real...
Yeah, no, not from Apollo 1.
No, this is a
Apollo
real
15.
one from Apollo 15.
I know.
From Scott Irwin.
From Saturn V.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's cool. So this is the heat shield of the Gemini, which is pretty cool. And then you have the Airstream, which is where they like quarantine after they come back from space. And there's another heat shield here. And then you have the space shuttle there. We got space toys. And then the quarantine mobile.
There's a capsule here where you can take a picture of this. Oh, it's super cool.
So this is a pretty cool thing. This is the mothership of Close Encounters. And then somewhere in here, there's even like Easter eggs. So like, I'll see if I can find one real quick. Oh yeah. Here, move.
Oh, it's the
So
mothership.
quick find right there. R2-D2, you could see him. And there's a bunch of bunch of little hidden like Easter eggs and stuff in it, which is pretty cool. Look at this capsule.
Did you try to
Some other
get
things.
a photo?
So here is the Discovery Space Shuttle. We are super up close. Got the nose over here.
I'm gonna go up front for
Okay, so now we are under the space shuttle, as you could tell. There's the landing gear that goes up into the bay. This is actually where it connects to the space, or the 747 when it flew here, actually, which is really cool. And then if we back up a bit, we can see the rocket engines from the space shuttle and the huge rudder, and then the extra boosters and all that stuff. It's super cool. All right, so now you can see a bunch of the stuff that, wow, that's super cool. RCAF missile, RGMs. So this is just a bunch of missiles and stuff. And then over here you have some more missiles, and then above us we even have more missiles, which is super weird and cool. This is an AGM-76. So this is a big missile. You can see in there. Hello everyone. That's pretty cool. Falcon missile, I didn't even notice. But yeah, these are, rare. It's pretty rare. These are pretty rare.
He goes, how did I not see the AGM? I don't know.
Yeah, pretty rare. It's an air-to-air. It was used on the Lockheed 12 or F-12 and the F-108 fighter, which is pretty cool. So this is the front of the space shuttle. Wow, look at it. That's awesome. So now we are in the military section. We have 17 or 15. We have some cool stuff. I'm gonna take some videos with my phone, and then I will keep filming with my camera or my GoPro. This is the F-14 Tomcat. It's pretty cool. We have other jets down there. I am gonna go back through it, and that's when I will show y'all the other jets. But this is the F-14. We get to look at the front. Blue Angels. There's an F-15. So over there, with the black is a E6B Prowler, or EA6B Prowler. This is a Legacy Hornet FA-18. We got the F-14 there, Crusader, the RF-8G, T-33. We have some other cool things. That's the cannon to the the X-35B, I should say, because this is the first ever F-35B to exist, which is super cool. And then you have the jet engine with this swivel.
This was just an explanation.
And then the F-15 in the background. This is the F-15 here. This is pretty cool. Let me put you guys back on my head. Kingsley Field in Oregon, or Oregon, whatever. It's super, super nice. Brand new edition. We saw it a couple of months, or a month ago. Earlier this month, technically. It was the 1st, it's the 30th. But this thing looks so good. But let's go back through the military section, and then we're on to the general aviation and airliner type stuff. But the fighters are super, super cool. So here we have the F-14, the X-35B. So that's actually an AIM-120 AMRAAM. Then you have the Blue Angel FA-18C. You have a fighter jet.
Potatoes.
Potatoes. And then that's a.
Oh, you're the Top Gun.
Really?
Not the movie, like the literal.
Oh yeah, he was in the real Top Gun. And
I want
then
a picture of this.
And then this is the fighter suit of a guy that was piloting the F-15, or the F-14, sorry. And then you have some other jets. We have the FA-18C here. You could see all 4 of the FA-18Cs, and this is number 1. So there it is, right there. Super cool. This is the F-8 Crusader, or the RF-8G Crusader. So, and then this is a T-33. You can see the back of the FA-18C, the EA-6B Prowler, the F-100 Super Sabre back there. We have some missiles. The T-33 again. So this is the EA-6B Prowler, which has that bulb on the tail, you can see, which is like a bunch of electronic stuff. And then you have a Cobra down there, a little Cobra helicopter. And then this is the regular attack aircraft version of the Prowler, or the regular version, the A6E Intruder. And then it has an AGM-84 on it. You also have the what looks to be tiny compared to this, the MiG-21 fish bed. Then you turn around, you have the F-86 Sabre, the MiG-17, and a little helicopter over here. So this is the SR-71 Blackbird, and this is a part of this exact SR-71. So right here we have the ring of the engine, and that is what this is from. So this little piece of metal is from that. Now we have some German planes from World War II, so, you know. Some Japanese planes as well. That's pretty cool. Then we have this huge thing, the B-29 above us. This is awesome. Look at this. Got the Boeing 707, the Junkers Ju-52, and like I said, these things were surprisingly in service until 2020, which is just weird to think. Like I said, they went into service in 1942.
There's a lot less planes.
There's just a Concorde. This is the reason.
Yeah.
Well,
Just
what is this? What is this?
This is a Boeing 307. So yes, like I just said, this is the Boeing 307 Stratoliner. The Concorde, super cool. The Boeing 707.
physically see it. It's so cool.
So here we have the Air France Concorde above us, or about to be above us. Look at this. So this was the infamous Concorde, of course. This was the jet that could go from New York to London in less than 3 hours, or New York to Paris in less than 3 hours. This thing is humongous. But compared to some other jets, this thing is tiny. And then over here, we even have an A330/A340 landing gear strut here. Yeah. And then back there you have what the V-22 was actually based on, and then we have a Sikorsky YH-19A. That's this. Pretty cool. Now, let's head up this spiral. Oh, wait. Oh, okay, hold on. We have a Constellation C-121. See? And then if we walk over here, we have a cutaway model of a United DC-6. And then some really cool, even Dusty Crop Hopper over there, which is pretty cool. Some other general aviation. Let's head up the spiral staircase and go down. This is a jet engine for the Boeing 777. Huge, I don't know. It's the Pratt & Whitney PW 4098. Mainly used for the 777-200ER and the 777-300. Which this also meets the ETOPS standard, which is super cool.
We got a 777 engine. So
It's Pratt &
if you come
Whitney.
look in here, you can see all the turbines.
So now we're about to go up these spiral stairs, which is really cool. We have an Oshkosh fire truck right here. Let's go out to the edge. We have the Lockheed Constellation again.
Was this here when I was here? I remember.
The Constellation, yeah. That's been there for a while. It's moved a few times.
Yeah, hold on, stay there.
You could get a better picture from the next level.
I was gonna get in cockpit.
Cockpit view you can't really do on that. And on the Concorde you cannot do it on this one. And then here we have the Concorde. Super cool. Wow, look at that thing. And then I also...
So we're here for a closer view of the Concorde. We got the group view right here.
And then look at this. That is awesome. Look at that. Awesome. Nice overview of, holy cow, you can actually see quite a lot. And then we have some other beach crafts out there, and then we have this Virgin Atlantic Global Flyer spacecraft thingy above us. And a Grumman AgCat and a big solar powered plane. Wow.
So how did you get a picture of the Concorde?
It's all just dash, right?
Look at the Concorde. I'm now just holding the GoPro for a bit because my head is a little, it hurts a little, but we have the Mooney M18 Mite right here. The Concorde looks absolutely still insane. This is awesome. We have 20 minutes until we have to go up into the tower and plane spot up there with our fancy tripods. Maybe. If not, it is okay, but... So now we have some stunt planes. Oh, you're back on my head now. But now we have some stunt planes. We have the Bud Light plane. I don't know how it looks. Oh, that actually looks decent. You can actually see it quite a bit.
See the cockpit on
So, pretty cool. So this is the highest flying glider in the entire world. It went up to 49,000 feet. So now we are in the military section. We have the cool jets that we saw earlier. And
it does look more spaced out because I'm missing that one.
And if we look down, we could see the MiG-17 below us, the F-86, and all the other jets, which is super cool. But I feel like my GoPro is gonna fall, but it won't because it's rubber clipped onto my hat, so it'll be all okay. There's the F-86. So like, if I give it a tug, like as you can see, I'm literally tugging it with force, and it's not coming off. The T-33 Shooting Star below us. F-14 Tomcat right below us. Holy cow. And the Coast Guard heli right there, and the F-35. So here we have the fighter jets. Again, we can see the F-35, the F-18, the Prowler, the Intruder, and everything else. This is the SR-71 Blackbird. Wow.
No,
Holy cow.
What's your idea?
This is a super cool like art mural. And now there's a cockpit space shuttle flight simulator. And now let's go take a look at the SR-71 Blackbird. The little stinker, it's above us. All right, let's go down.